China is not a safe place to travel to at the moment.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And today we're tackling a question I get all the time. Is China safe? And honestly, it's a question that deserves a proper answer because let's be real, the media doesn't always paint the full picture. So I'm here to share my personal experience living in China and comparing it to my home country and to the US, where I've stayed for maybe 5 months at a time sometimes. And spoiler alert, China might surprise you. So, first things first, let's talk about walking around, at night too. And in China, I feel incredibly safe, walking at 2 a.m. with, not necessarily headphones, but just walking around and not caring about anything. And coming from Jamaica, where you have to be a little bit more cautious at night, it's a huge adjustment for me. And don't get me wrong, I love Jamaica, but safety at night, in general, is not always guaranteed. And when I was in the US, depending on where you are, you might not feel comfortable walking alone after dark. But here, it's a whole different vibe. And during the day, it's even better. The parks are filled with families, kids playing, grandmas dancing, Chinese music. It's so peaceful and welcoming. I'll show you a video. I've never felt out of place or I needed to constantly watch my back. And honestly, the only time people really come up to me and bother me, it's not a bother, but it's when they ask for pictures. Because let's just say I stand out a little here. So, you see what I mean? It's not scary. It's actually kind of fun. They just want a photo and they want to make friends with foreign people that speak English. You're going to be like a mini celebrity. And honestly, it's a little bit flattering. You'll get over it maybe a little bit afterwards. But right now, I'm enjoying it. Another thing that I love about China is how easy it is to get around. Public transportation is safe, clean, and efficient. I've taken the DDs, the high-speed rail, and I've never had a bad experience. And I'm sure the buses and the subways are the same thing. And if you like riding bikes, you love bike sharing here, it's a great way to explore the city, and I guarantee you will feel safe doing it. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but what about the news? What about all the stuff that I see online? And I get it. The media can make places seem scary if they want to. But here's the thing. You can't believe everything that you see. And yeah, China has its challenges like any other country. But overall, it's one of the safest places I've ever lived. Also, I've lived in Japan. It's pretty safe over there too. But everywhere has its ups and downs. But given the massive amount of people, the crime here is very minimal, and not to mention the amount of policemen and security cameras that are around here. You're gonna feel pretty safe. And I don't know, it just feels like Chinese people have so much more to do. Let's not forget about the culture and its rich history and tradition. I've never felt unsafe exploring it, whether it's visiting ancient temples or trying street food, wandering through the local areas like markets. I've always felt welcome and respected. I get a few stares here, but it never felt malicious or anything. I'm not saying that China is perfect, no place is, but it's almost close. But if you're just curious about visiting or even living here, I'd say go for it. Don't let the media scare you away. Come see it for yourself. Walk the streets, try the food, meet the people. You might fall in love with it like I did. And if you're still nervous, just remember I'm here. I'm living in China, living my best life, walking around at night, taking selfies with strangers and learning the language, eating way too much dumplings and food. Yeah, I've gained so much weight, guys. But if I can do it, so can you. So what do you think? Are you ready to give China a chance? Let me know in the comments. And If you've already been here, tell me your experience. I'd love to hear your stories. And don't forget to subscribe, and so that you won't miss any of my adventures, or just stay curious and adventurous. I'll see you in the next video. And okay, I forgot to mention, there is actually one thing I do worry about, but I'm gonna let this guy tell you.
Is China safe? Can I walk on a Chinese street at night? As a Chinese vlogger, that is the most common question I have been asked. Actually, I want to say, if you walk on a Chinese street, you must be very, very careful. Careful about your wallet. Because when you walk on a Chinese street, you can see there are many street food.